middle of the afternoon. While my hands make a living, my mind's home loving you. I'm having daydreams about night things in the middle of the afternoon. Every night you make my daydreams come true. All day long while I'm working in town, time slows down to a crawl. When I'm not thinking about you, I'm checking the clock on the wall. Then it's goodbye factory and hello love. A smile comes across my face, 'cause I'm back in the arms of your sweet love, where my thoughts have been all day. 'Cause I'm having daydreams about night things in the middle of the afternoon. While my hands make a living, my mind's home loving you. I'm having daydreams about night things in the middle of the afternoon. Every night you make my daydreams come true. About night things in the middle of the afternoon. While my hands make a living, my mind's home loving you. I'm having daydreams about night things in the middle of the afternoon. Every night you make my daydreams come true. Every night make my daydreams come true. Every night you make my daydreams come true. Well, hello everybody. This is old Hillbilly Bob back at you again. And once again, I'm back up here in Lake Orion at On TV, just having the time of my life. I don't know if I could have any more fun at one time or not. Well, maybe when I was younger, but nevertheless. And today is going to be a special show. I got a guest that's going to come on and play some banjo and sing a song or two. And in the background, if you're looking behind me, you'll see actual picture of the hills of Kentucky, just about a mile down the road from where I was raised up. So stick around. We'll be back in just a few minutes with more music. Oh, hello, folks. Once again, this is Bob Lowe back at you. And today I have a special guest with me. This is Mike Mars. Mike, say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
I don't know if you know this or not, Mike, but people out there can hear us, and we can hear them too. You know that?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've heard a lot of things on this show. Anyway, Mike is part of the group that I jam with on Wednesday mornings up in the Hadley area. No, not Hadley. I'm sorry. Grand Blanc. There we go. I sometimes forget where I'm at and what I'm doing. But that's nothing new. Anyway, Mike's going to be playing some banjo with me and also singing a few songs. And I'm going to go ahead and get into this song, and then we'll talk a little bit after this song. So here we go. This is a Dwight Yoakam tune called The Heart That You Own. Now I pay rent on a rundown place. There ain't no view, but there's lots of space in my heart. The heart that you own. I pay the rent, pay it right on time. Baby, I pay you every single dime for my heart. The heart that you own. Used to be I could love here for free, way back before you bought the property. Now I pay daily on what once was mine. Lord, I probably owe you for the tears that I cried. 'cause I pay rent on a rundown place. There ain't no view, but there's lots of space in my heart. The heart that you own. Struggle each night to find a new way to pay what I owe just so I can stay. I ain't overdue, so you can't throw me out. I've loved here for years, I don't know what I'd do now. 'Cause I pay rent on a rundown place. Ain't no view, but there's lots of space in my heart. The heart that you own. Yeah, in my heart. The heart that you own. The Heart That You Own. That's a Dwight Yoakam tune, and for you folks that's Dwight Yoakam fans, he was raised up just about 30 miles down the road from where I was raised up, and he probably has driven on this road that's in the back drop in the scenery here once or twice in his life as he was growing up. Anyway, moving right along, let's get back to Mike Mars. Mike, welcome to the show. How you doing today?
I'm doing so good. It shouldn't be legal, actually.
I've heard that a time or two myself, you know. First of all, Mike, where do you come from?
Kind of South Detroit area, and grew up there, and ended up migrating up here.
Up here being where?
Flint area.
Flint area?
Yeah.
Okay.
Davison.
Yep. That's kind of me. I moved up here to Brighton area, and then I ended up migrating to the Pontiac area, and today we're up here in Lake Orion.
Mm-hmm.
So have you played banjo much?
30-some years. Now, if I play really bad, I should only say for a few months. But
Well, you play mighty fine, in my opinion, and I think it's time for you to play a little bit more on this tune. This is a tune that Carl Smith done back in the 50s, and then there was a remake of this tune with his daughter, Carlene Carter, back in, I'm thinking, late 80s. And the name of the tune is Loose Talk. So here we go. So long we've been married, life's burdens we've carried, though life kept us humble and made our love true. What plans that we make up, someone seems to break up. Oh darling, what else can we do? We may have to leave here to find peace of mind, dear, someplace where we can live a life all our own. For I know you love me, and happy we could be if some folks would leave us alone. There's lots of loose talking. They say we're unhappy and we'll break apart. But darling, it's not true, because I still love you, and I do with all of my heart. We may have to leave here to find peace of mind, dear, someplace where we can live a life all our long. For I know you love me, and happy we could be They say that you're leaving, that you are deceiving, but you tell me they say the same about me. But we'll show them they're wrong, that loose talk can do harm, and hope that the truth they will see. We may have to leave here to find peace of mind, dear, someplace where we can live a life all our own. I know you love me, and happy we could be if some folks would leave us alone. If some folks would leave us alone. If some folks would just leave us alone. I got to say that I want to dedicate that song to a lady named Gay Ann. She, her husband and her come out to Hadley to hear the band play up there once a month, and her husband Doyle also comes out to the Wednesday morning jam sessions and hangs around and listens to us a little bit. And she told me that she just loved that song. And I like to tell a little bit of stories about it. Now, for you folks who've been listening to me for so many years, you know that the theme of my program is songs to bring back memories. And I can remember when that song was popular. It was probably about 53 or 1954. And I was going to a school in South Williamson, Kentucky, just about 2 miles down the road from where that backdrop picture is. And we go across the street to a little restaurant across the road to have lunch, and a lot of times that song would be playing on the jukebox, and I must have been about a day or two old. I ain't gonna tell you how old I am. All right, in saying that, moving right along, here's a Larry Sparks tune, and once again, Mike's gonna play some banjo with me on it. It's called Blue, Virginia Blue. It's about a lady that stood the fella up in Roanoke, Virginia. And what key is it in, Mike?
I think you were in E.
In E. All right, here we go. Have you ever been to Richmond in November, when the cold Virginia rain is coming down? Friend, I'm here to tell you it's no pleasure if you're all alone and a stranger to the town. Now don't take me wrong, I do like East Virginia, and Richmond's full of hospitality, except for one Virginia girl I know of, who made a perfect love wreck out of me. Blue, Virginia blue, there ain't no blue like blue Virginia blue. There's no girl in the whole wide world can break your heart like Virginia girls. There ain't no blue like blue Virginia blue. She called me up in St. Paul, Minnesota. She said, I need you here in Richmond right away. Take the bus and I'll meet you at the station. Bring some clothes, I might need you to stay. Now my bus pulled in the station late this evening, and there ain't a soul around this place but me. Must have changed her mind, has since forgotten, and her name's not in the phone directory. Blue, Virginia blue, there ain't no blue like blue Virginia blue. There's no girl in the whole wide world could break your heart like Virginia girl. No, there ain't no blue like blue Virginia blue. I wish I had the money for a taxi, a warm and cozy place to lay me down, instead of standing all alone in Richmond while the cold Virginia rain is coming down. Blue Virginia blue, there ain't no blue like blue Virginia blue. There's no girl in the whole wide world could break your heart like Virginia girls. No, there ain't no blue like blue Virginia blue. No, there ain't no blue like blue Virginia blue. Ain't no blue like blue Virginia blue. As I said, that's a Larry Sparks tune, and got to talking with Mike, and he likes Larry Sparks also. It's just a great artist. I've loved the songs that he does. You about ready to sing one, Mike?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right. Now, this is a little tune that George Jones had out as in the beginning, and I found out that even, believe this or not, Mike, even Uncle Cracker recorded this song. Imagine that. That's for all you young folks. But I watched that on YouTube the other day. I was doing a search on the song, and I happen to like Uncle Cracker. I think he does a dead blame good job. So let's see what Mike does. I'm sure he's going to just tear it up. Little thing called Window Up Above.
Well, I've been living a new way of this life that I love so. But I can see the clouds are gathering, and the storm will wreck our home. For last night he held you tightly, and you didn't even shove. Well, this is true, for I was watching from the window up above. You must have thought that I was sleeping, and I wish that I had been. But I guess it's best to know you and the way a heart can sin. I thought we belonged together, and your heart fit like a glove. But I was wrong, for I was watching from the window up above. Teardrop started as I listened on and on. I heard you whisper to him softly that our marriage was all wrong. Well, I hope he makes you happy and you never lose his love. I lost mine while I'd been watching from the window up above. wish I could be dreaming and wake up to an honest love. Well, I was wrong, for I'd been watching from the window up above.
Such a great song. Such a great song.
Number.
All right, let's tell the folks a little bit about you, Mike. What did you do for a living?
Oh, I laid carpet for 35 years, and I still have my knees.
You're a lucky man.
Somehow.
You're a lucky man. I've done a lot of duck walking inside the cars for about 30 years, and my knees are shot.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like it. If you lay carpet, you're bound to get around town a lot, though.
You do. And sometimes it's funny in the way you play music. You travel around town and you see vehicles you recognize.
That's
and
true.
you stop in and invite yourself in, and which I did a lot. But
Sure, that's part of having the freedom of getting around town like that. So you live up in the Davison area. Do you play a lot of music now?
a lot. Sometimes it seems like too much, and sometimes it seems like not enough.
Yeah, I was just telling someone recently that you have to be careful what you wish for.
You do. Sometimes you get what you wish for, so you do have to be careful.
Yeah. I've been pretty busy myself the last month and a half, and I'm not complaining because all the time I was putting parts on the cars in the Wixom Lincoln plant, I kept thinking, boy, I'd just love to play music for a living. Well, I ain't making much of a living at it now, but I'm having a lot of fun. I'm playing a lot of music, and I really enjoy it.
Well, fun has a value.
That's true. Would you like to sing another song?
I would.
This is a little tune that Lefty Frizzle. How do you like that, Lefty
I've
Frizzle?
been pronouncing that wrong all these years.
Lefty Frizzle had the first hit off of this one. Of course, I've had it on album by lots and lots of artists. I don't know. Another thing I tell you folks that I do is I collect a lot of music. I've probably got over 1,000 old vinyl albums, not to count all the CDs and the cassette tapes, and I even got a dozen or so 8-tracks, But here's a tune called She's Gone, Gone, Gone. There we go.
Well, she said if I ever deceive her, she'd be gone before I could count 10. I guess that I didn't believe her. Won't you look at the trouble I'm in? It's like she's gone, 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 gone. Crying won't bring her back. It seems the more that I cry, the faster the train flies further on down the track. I lost every right to be happy when I lost this heaven I found. She warned me she'd leave and she left me before my first tear hit the ground. It's like she's gone, 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 and crying won't bring her back. It seems the more that I cry, the faster the train flies further on down the track. Now if I only knowed where to find her. I'm sorry, I should have been reading.
We got to start that one over
Yes,
again.
we
Just
do. Sorry.
Just let it run. We'll catch it up.
Duh. I thought, I bet he's supposed to be playing right there.
I'm gonna take these outtakes and put them on put them on something.
I would.
One more time. Here we go.
All right. Well, she said if I ever deceive her, I'd be gone before I could count 10. I guess that I should have believed her. Won't you look at the trouble I'm in? It's like she's gone, 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 my first tear hit the ground. It's like she's gone, 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 and crying won't bring her back. It seems the more that I cry, the faster the train flies further on down the track.
My turn.
I'd lost every right to be happy when I lost this heaven I found. She warned me she'd leave, then she left me before my first tear hit the ground. It's like she's gone, 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 and crying won't bring her back. It seems the more that I cry, the faster the train flies further on down the track. It seems the more that I cry, the faster the train flies further on down the track.
You think she's gone?
She's gone. She's way
gone.
gone.
She's way on
Yeah,
down the road.
gone and gone. She has left the building.
All right, here's another Larry Sparks tune. It features Mike, and this is one that by the fella leaving Detroit and going down to the Miami area to get just a bit warmer.
Boy, and you know, as much as I wish I could write songs, I'm glad I didn't write this one. I think he must have went through it.
Yeah. All right, a little tune called It's Winter Again in Miami. There we go.
It's winter again in Miami. I seen that cold, cold look in your eye. So wrap the pipes and seal the cracks. This time I know you won't be back. The coldest part of winter is goodbye. Here from Detroit in the springtime to escape the howling winds and deep cold snow. Springtime flowers bloom and die, and autumn leaves soon start to fly. The faraway look means that you must go. Winter again in Miami. I seen that cold, cold look in your eye. So wrap the pipes and seal the cracks. This time I know you won't be back. The coldest part of winter is goodbye. I'm sitting here alone in Miami. The clouds are gray, your memories everywhere. I felt that cold, cold chill before. My heart can't take this cold I seen that cold, cold look in your eye. So wrap the pipes and seal the cracks. This time I know you won't be back. The coldest part of winter is goodbye.
Coldest part of winter is goodbye.
I told you I'm glad I didn't write that
That's
one.
an interesting concept, you know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this next tune is one that I'll tell you the truth, I don't know exactly who wrote it, but it was a hit way back in the 30s. And somebody told me that Rudy Valley recorded this the first time, but I know that Pat Boone had a huge hit off of it back in the mid-50s. And then a fellow out of West Virginia named Mac Wiseman. I get it straightened out here. Sometimes my tongue gets wrapped around my eye tooth and I can't see what I'm saying.
It gets tangled up. Your tongue gets tangled. I
Yeah,
heard that.
you've heard that before.
Yes, sir.
Mac Wiseman had a bluegrass version of it, and I really liked the way he done it. So this is a different version of Love Letters in the Sand. On a day like today, we pass the time away, writing love letters in the sand. How you laugh when I cry, each time I watch the time, take our love letters in the sand. You made a vow that you would always be true, but somehow that vow meant nothing at all to you. Now my poor heart just aches every wave that breaks over love letters in the sand. Sunbeam kissed your thing, my fate was in your hands. The day I met you, dear. Though I find you gone, your memories linger home. I can't forget you, dear. On a day like today, we pass the time away, writing love letters in the sand. How you laugh when I cry, each time I watch the tide, take our love letters in the sand. You made a vow that you would always be true, but somehow that vow meant nothing at all to you. Now my poor heart just aches with every wave that breaks over love letters in the sand. That's kind of a different version, ain't it?
It is.
Of course, and we will make it even more different,
Yeah,
you know.
it gets right real different, don't it?
Well, Mike, I have to say I really enjoyed you coming out and picking with me a little bit today.
I want to thank you for having me. The staff's been real good to us, haven't they? No wonder
I'll
you
tell
come
you,
back.
yeah, I know. It's I've been coming up here about 3 months now. It's a wonderful staff. I'd like to take the time to thank Joe Johnson for inviting me up, and he's doing some of the audio. And Glenn Smith is running the camera. And then we have Evelyn Doyle back there doing directing, and she's doing a wonderful job also. And I met Johanna Swenson out there this afternoon, and I don't know if she's doing anything in the director's room or not, but it's glad to have you out here, Johanna. Now, we're going to do one more song, and I don't know if you've ever heard this one. Mike, you ever heard this song?
Twice.
Twice?
Both at your house.
Both at my... Well, why don't you tell the folks, are you busy? I mean, you got any shows coming up or anything that you want to let everybody know about?
We do have, there's a jam session coming up this Sunday I'm looking forward to. We do have, there's a band I play with, True Blue. We play in Grand Blanc area at a Moose Club. That should be starting up in October, the third Sunday of the month, and there's no cover. You don't have to be a Moose member or a Mooseette or anything like that. So come on out and join us. 4 to 7 o'clock, no cover. It's free. it's a pretty good deal.
You can't beat them prices. You just can't beat it. And that's a Moose Club in Flint, or is it Grand Blanc? Grand Blanc.
Yes,
all right. The third Sunday of every month with a band called True Blue. What hours?
4 to 7 o'clock.
Well, you can't beat that. You can get home in time to hit the bed.
It's easy stuff.
That's one thing I like about playing music nowadays. I don't play nearly as late as I used to, you know. Remember them days when you play from 9 to 2?
I remember them only too well. They've been a long time, and I remember it like yesterday.
All right, we're going to end with this song, and I'm not sure who had the big hit off of it. I have a version of this by Elvis on one of his albums, and I just love his version. I've slowed it down a little bit closer to his version. It's called The Little Cabin Home on the Hill. Might have been Ralph Stanley, I don't know.
Bill
Monroe. Bill Monroe had this one out. Okay, thank you for pointing that out, because like I said, I get mixed up sometimes. Here we go. Tonight I'm alone with you, my dear. It seems there's a longing for you still. All I have to do now is sit alone and cry in our little cabin home on the hill. Someone is taking you from me and left me here all alone. Just listen to the rain falling on my window pane in our little cabin home on the hill. Happy tonight where you are, but in my heart there's a longing for you still. Well, I just keep it there so I won't be alone in our little cabin home on the hill. Now someone is taking you from me and left me here all alone. Just listen to the rain falling on my window pane, our little cabin home on the hill. Now when you come to the end of the way and find there's no happiness for you, just let your thoughts turn back once more, if you will, to our little cabin home on the hill. Someone is taking you from me and left me here all alone. Oh, listen to the rain falling on my